Alrighty, dudes. January 23 nominating contract. I'm gonna get into this quickly. Again, don't wanna insult anybody's knowledge. These are basic stuff. If you understand player abilities, if you understand player skill, the difference it makes. I'll give you an example. The other stream I was using Eze, right? Finishing is below 70. Kicking power below 70. Terrible, right? But he has acrobatic finishing. That changes things. He can hit a shot off balance. He can hit a volley. So stuff like that definitely changes your game. And of course, if you are new to the game, I got videos explaining player abilities, kind of a universal player skill, etc. Some of them are eFootball 22, but exactly the same. So for this, straight off the bat, game changer, Rice. I even used him as a center back. Ideally, you want to train him? Sure. Do you want to be your solid DMF? He's got the height. He's got interception. I wish he had blocker or area superiority. That would have been nice. But beyond that, you want to get that defensive awareness, minimum 85, minimum. And then you decide. I think his tight position is not too bad. Making that balance 70 would be difficult. You can make him physically stronger because you're defending with him, defensive midfielder. You shouldn't run with the ball with this guy. Anyway. So, in terms of training, not going to complicate it. I think in several videos I explain player ability. If you watch these videos, for those of you who don't know, you'll understand which key abilities to look for. And also, as I tweeted on Twitter, for example, Demichelis, it's free. I actually paid for Demichelis. When the game was released back in June, July, I actually used him myself, But back then he wasn't free, and now he's free. And no, I'm not butthurt that I paid for something now it's free. It's fucking good, because it ain't just about me. It's about the people who they can try something free, especially those who never buy coins. Now, a player like Demichelis, I swear to you, don't get fooled by this low speed. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't use him with a quick counter. Probably long ball counter tactic, defense drops. But the point I was trying to make about training, he's got aerial superiority in heading, especially aerial superiority. And for that reason, I didn't give him any more jumping, heading, or physical contact. Obviously, physical contact has nothing to do with aerial superiority, but it does help to win headers shoulder to shoulder. So because he's got aerial superiority, I didn't need to give him any physical contact. I focused more on his defensive work, which is 87. If he's in form, probably will go to 89 or even 90. But this game right now, aggression, it's a must for your defender. You do not want your defenders to be too passive and conservative. So a simple thing when you train players, pay attention to these skills. A lot of time, they are game changers. I think I've spoke about must-have player skills, not playing style, player skill for defenders. Maybe continue that segment and talk about other skills for other position players. The second player I would recommend is him. Acrobatic finishing. I don't know why he has acrobatic finishing. Area superiority, blocker, interception, perfection. He does not have fighting spirit though. Acrobatic clearance, these are the must. The blocker, interception, area superiority, acrobatic clearance. Wish he had fighting spirit, but you can't have it all. This acrobatic finishing makes no sense to me. Can somebody explain in a Dutch league why a center back has acrobatic finishing? Because he plays a right back? What are you trying to be, a Sule? And again, training him, he's a big guy. Don't bother about acceleration. It's always good to have, or balance. Now listen, man, if a defender has 58 balance, don't do anything crazy with him. A lot of time, I don't even take a touch with my center back. You know what I mean? Just let the ball go. Just clear the ball. It's better for you to make a bad pass than take a touch and lose the ball. Because when you do that, he's the last guy. Goalkeeper. Boom. You concede it. So those two guys, it's an absolute must. But then first of all, think about who do you need? Or which player that you have needs an upgrade, whether it's DMF or CMF. Now, the rest of these players are not too bad. But at this point, when everybody gets free game-changing players left and right, like Mbappe, freaking epics, I wouldn't use these type of players, to be honest. Otherwise, Munyain is not bad at all. He goes to level 19. But for me, even this guy, if you like to play 3-5-2, he's got the through passing, pinpoint crossing. For those who likes to cross, no bad. He's right-footed, I believe. Ooh, left-footed plays on the right only. I don't understand this. What's his weak foot? Rarely, but high. And terrible finishing. Well, actually, for a winger, default 74 is not too bad. But the game is crazy. Even on a weak foot, sometimes you can cross like Beckham.